The song Path of Sorrow was inspired by a guy named William Cooper that I had never heard of before. But the more we uncovered, the more we were inspired by his life. He was a poet in England. He lost family members. He found himself being adopted by random people and cared for. But all along his journey, he struggled with depression. And it was that thing that just kept him weighed down. He was a guy who was plagued with doubt and insecurity. And I know that there are so many people who identify with that. I identify with that. He had this artistic expression that helped his depression. And he was living in this town called Olney, and there was this young pastor who had just moved to town and was trying to learn how to care for these people. And somebody told him there was a kid at the outskirts of town. His name's William, and he saw the creativity in this guy, and he wanted to pull that out of him. And so they wrote this book together called the Olney Hymns. So William Cooper, as a poet, John Newton said, hey, what if you used that gift that you have to write these songs for the church? But we pulled that deep longing from his story for something to be whole. So he had a life of brokenness. He had a life of sorrow and a life that he wrestled with wondering how to live beyond his limitations. And we wanted a song that fit that. And so we found this quote that it was from one of his songs. That path of sorrow and that path alone leads to the land where sorrow is unknown. No traveler ever reached that blessed abode who found not thorns and briars in his road. This was a part of his story, William Cooper's story of overcoming those briars and thorns. And so the path of sorrow is that song.
Winding road, I find myself traveling where sorrow is unknown, and chaos calls.